afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Prasna Venkatesh. I'm Sergeant at Arms for the club. I welcome you all to the Medley Toastmasters meeting 796. There are a few ground rules to be followed during the meeting. First, please turn off your mobiles or keep them on silent mode. I'll keep you busy. Second, do not talk about sex, religion or politics during the meeting. Toastmasters International is a century-old organization helping its members to grow in the area of public speaking and leadership abilities. As per the mission of Toastmasters, we provide a positive and supportive learning experience in which members are empowered to grow their public speaking and leadership abilities, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. Without further ado, I would like to call a person who could take the meeting forward. She is doctor by profession. She is a good singer, mother of 2 kids. Let's welcome Toastmaster Prabha.
Thank you, SIA, for setting the rules. A very good afternoon to my dear fellow Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
No guests today. I welcome you all to Medley. And with the sound of this gavel, I declare Medley meeting number 796. I would like to welcome the dignitaries who have joined today's meeting. Past President and past Parliamentarian Toastmaster Kalyan. Past President and past PR Manager of District 82, Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas P.R. Past President and Charter President of Medley Toastmaster Club, Distinguished Toastmaster V.N. Subramanian. This person is a very popular public speaker and a motivational speaker in India. He's been in the top international keynote speaker and he's been as one of the very commonly invited guest speaker, and virtually he is connected to millions of audience through his cutting edge studio. Any idea who he is? He is motivational speaker Sumarjit Singh from India. His remarkable journey from a hotelier, a manager working in a hotel, through our international public speaker is very inspiring, interesting, and is a testament for the self-belief and determination someone should have. He's been a recipient of the very prestigious Global Excellence Award for Public Speaking, and he's been listed as one of the top thought leader. That we can follow, and because of his contribution as in his thought leadership and personal changing course. So what do you mean by thought leadership? Any idea? Thought leadership is a person who shares his expertise and his insights with others and inspire them or motivate them to become a better leader in some organization or in a community. So he's been as one of the top thought leaders who we can follow, and he is from India. He basically has a degree in hotel management, and he started his professional career as an operational manager in hotel, and for 7 years he worked in various international hotels across Singapore, the United Kingdom, United States, Australia, and in India. During his professional journey, he thought that there is a lack in fulfillment, and he wanted to do something that he aspired to do. And he thought that he wanted to motivate and inspire young minds. So he quit his secured job and his residency as US and Canada and UK residency, came back to India and started his entrepreneurial journey of a motivational speaker. He gave his very first motivational speaking course in 2007 in his hometown Jalandhar, and on that day he found out that he has the ability to aspire people and to engage his audience. And that way he thought that this is the path he wanted to, and he started developing himself in this skill, and he did several certified courses. One is the neuro-linguistic course program in London, and he did several management courses and leadership courses from top IIMs like Ahmedabad, Lucknow and Noida, and he equipped himself. And what made him different is the way he gave his speech, merging storytelling, poetry and engaging activities during his speech. That is what made him as a top motivational speaker and a well-known popular keynote speaker. What he tells about his, and also during his initial stage of becoming a motivational speaker, that time YouTube was in its infancy, and he embraced this technology, utilized that, and started releasing several quality videos regarding public speaking and leadership, and thereby he made millions of audience globally. What he tells about his success is what I told last week about Falguni Nair, is that it is never too late to pursue what our true calling. And he also gives that he actually follows a philosophy that diamond mines are always in our backyard. That was the philosophy that he followed during his initial days of developing into a motivational speaker. What is this diamond mines or in backyard? It is a very interesting story. There was once a very wealthy farmer who had huge acres of lands. He came to know about diamonds and he was very excited and he wanted to own those diamonds. But he could not find out where the diamonds are, how to get it. He spent several sleepless nights thinking about the diamonds. One day he thought, okay, I will sell all my land, and he sold all his land and went to find out to get the diamonds. He traveled to Africa, then to Palestine, then to the entire Europe, and he couldn't find out the diamonds. Later, at the end, he came to Spain, where he could not find the diamonds. He was frustrated, overwhelming by despair. He wanted to end his life. He fell into the sea and drowned. Meanwhile, in his land in Persia, the farmer who bought his land found out something very important. Yes, it was, he found diamonds which was covered in black rock. And later when searches was done, the entire land was full of diamonds. And later that turned out to be the world's largest and the richest diamond mines of Golconda. So what does this story tells us? It tells that we have to unleash the potential that we have within us. It is we have to discover the diamond that is lying within us. And I feel that Toastmaster is one platform that helps us to unleash our potential, discover the diamonds what we have inside us. So for the benefit of the newcomers, Toastmaster is a non-profit international organization. It's an educational organization that was started 100 years before by a person called Ralph C. Medley. It has various pathways and educational programs. When followed properly, it will transform a normal person into a public speaker or a great leader, even a thought leader. So with these words, I would like to hand over the stage to a person who can take this meeting forward. Today, and that is the Toastmaster of the day. Today, to do this role, we have a very enthusiastic Toastmaster. She is an assistant manager working in a BPO. She is always ready to take up any leadership role, and she has agreed for several roles as a subcommittee in this term. She is working as a subcommittee, as secretary, under VPPR, and so many. And finally, she has also taken up the very challenging role as the milestone chair for this term. Please help me to welcome Toastmaster Kalyani.
Words can heal and words can kill, isn't it? Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm your captain and I'm going to lead the ship to victory. Yes, I know there's no ship, but these words, do they propel something within you? Has it ever happened to you, or have you come across such words that instantly strike some similar chord within you, compelling you that these words were made for you? Well, today's theme is regarding a collection of certain such words that over the last few years have struck a chord with me. Ship or no ship, I assure you, I will lead you all to victory today, because every time you are in a Toastmaster session, it's a small victory itself. Do you agree? With that, let me explain today's session, Toastmaster session. We have 3 divisions. First, prepared speeches. That is based on the pathway and the project each individual works on. Then we have the table topic session, for which even the guests will be called upon. The final session is the evaluation session, where each speeches will be evaluated by the evaluator, and the general evaluator would give the report for that. For that, today we have a data scientist, and he works in a multinational bank as a financial manager. Let me hand over the podium to CID Shankar, as he's the CEO.
Thank you, T. Modi, for your warm introduction. And one of the most fascinating segments in Toastmaster is providing a valuable feedback to the member. And today I'm super excited that I'll be playing the role of general evaluator. So before I go on to my role, just imagine what happened if you studied very well and written your examination but did not get your results. On the other side, if you dressed really well but no one comments about your attire, what would happen? On the other side, if you prepare or perform a very delicious food but your near and dear did not comment about your food, what happened? What would you feel? So, well, in Toastmaster, but in Toastmaster, whenever you are deliver the speech, my team will come and give a 360-degree evaluation feedback here. So it is up to you, the respective speaker, embrace those changes and accept the recommendation for your next speech. So going back to my general evaluator roles, today I will entirely proceeding of this meeting, and we'll talk about at the end of the meeting what went really well, what did well. Probably that I will cover in the thing. So I'm not only the persons to evaluate the entire proceeding. So I do have the 2 teams, one on quantitative team and another on the qualitative team. Qualitative team will make the grand entry at the later part of the day. So now I would like to call upon my quantitative team, that I call it as the TAG. For the benefit of the guest, TAG stands for timer, or counter, and grammarian. Today, the timer role will be performed by a person who is a mechanical engineer by profession and a DGM in the career air conditioner company. In case if you want to have any kind of the air conditioner, please reach out to this person. Without any ado, I would request to call upon Toastmaster Balaji to read about the timer objective.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I will time the table topics.
Please come with it. You can take the order. You can also see.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I will time the table topics, formal speeches, and evaluations. each speaker of the time they have left using green, yellow and red cards which denote specific times remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute I will raise green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds I will raise yellow card, and at 2 minutes I will raise red card. Icebreaker speeches should be 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes I will raise green card. At 5 minutes yellow card, and at 6 minutes red card. Other speeches should be with 5 to 6 minutes in length. At 5 minutes I will raise green card. At 6 minutes I will raise yellow card, and at 7 minutes I will raise red card. Evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes I will raise green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds yellow card, and at 3 minutes I will raise red card. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Dr. Master Balaji. So next, moving on to the another important role called accountant. For that, I would request a person who is working in the IT company, EMS company for more than a decade, and he was my colleague, and he started with this profession as a finance. Now we changed into IT. Without any ado, I would request you to call Toastmaster Praveen to read about our counter objective.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the introduction. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. Today I am in charge for our counter. The objective of our counter is to identify the objective of our counter is to note the words and sounds past fillers by anyone who speaks during the meeting. I will listen overused words including and, well, but, so, you know. I will also listen filler sounds including and I will also note words or phrases I or this means. At the end of meeting, I will present my report when I call for. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Praveen. The next and very important person I would call upon, he is the head of a construction company working as in Sholinganallur, and for that I would request to call upon Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests.
Good afternoon.
As grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to the speakers, carefully listening to their usage, and take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it's my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day today is embrace, which is to accept or welcome happily something or someone fully. An example would be, Medley embraced Anna Centenary Library for today's meeting. A second example, the more people embrace their disadvantages, the less disadvantaged they become. Can someone else also use the word embrace in a sentence as an example?
I embrace your philosophy with happiness.
Okay, thank you, sir. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. I really hope that every speaker embrace the challenges posted by the respective speaker and apply those recommendations in our next speech. I will back in a while, and till such times I will give the stage back to Toastmaster of the day.
And related to the theme, all is well, have heard in the movie Nanban. The same way, I'm going to tell a small story now. There was a king. He had a minister who always says everything happens for good. One day, the king got cut his little finger. That time, minister said everything happens for good. The king got angry and put him in the prison. That time also, he said everything happens for good. Next day, the king went for hunting. There he was captivated by the forest people and he was brought to the forest king. The king examined this king and he said he is not qualified for sacrifice. He has cut his finger. So he let them free. This king thought, oh, I was saved today. So he thought what that minister told was good. He went and released the minister. But still he had a doubt. When he put in his prison, he said everything is for good. So he asked, okay, I was escaped because of this, that is for good. But when I put you in prison, you said, this is also for good. But why that? Why did you say that? For that, the minister said, if I had been with you, I would have been taken to the sacrifice. So I was also escaped. With that, today, now we are going to move to the speech session, where the first speech is given by IT professional. He is a person driven by curiosity and insatiable desire to learn. Before I call upon him, I call his speech evaluator to tell you the objectives. Toastmaster Shanmuguri.
Good afternoon. I am going to evaluate the icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Narendra. His topic is Perceiving Influence, Level 1. The objective of the project is, the purpose of this project is to the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic steps of the public speech. All the best to Toastmaster Narendra.
Let's put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Narendra. Whose responsibility is it? Whose responsibility is it? Toastmaster.
How many of you followed the recent Olympic Games in Paris? A show of hands, please. Okay. And how many of you have actually been to Paris?
Paris.
Paris scholar.
Okay. So, fellow Toastmasters, today I stand before you to share my origin story. I was born in a traditional middle class family in Paris, Chennai. Hence my question that is ruined. My mother, Anuradha, was a compassionate, dedicated housewife who always put her family above herself. My father, Prabhakar, was a responsible, hard-working individual who was employed as a sales manager in Hindustan Lever. Together, they raised me and my elder brother Prashant in a caring and compassionate manner. They taught us the importance of discipline, the value of people and relationships, and most importantly, the skill to live within our means. They are very particular about one thing though, to give the best possible education to both me and my elder brother Prashant. I did my schooling in Don Bosco, Egmore. I loved my school days. I made many lifelong friendships there, and I had many valuable experiences during my time. There is one particular experience that I would like to talk about in detail. It happened when I was in my 9th standard. One morning, I was traveling to the school in the school bus. Suddenly, the bus broke down. All of us boarding that bus arrived late to the school by about 20 minutes. Upon our arrival, we explained the situation to our principal. He understood it and he allowed us to go into our classrooms. As I was entering into my classroom, I suddenly heard my class teacher Francis shouting, "Stop right there! What do you think you're doing?" I got terrified by sudden outburst. So I said in a very trembling voice, "Sir, the school bus broke down on the way here. That's the reason why I'm late." He gave me a cold look and said in a dismissive tone, "I don't care about your excuse. Stand outside for the whole period." I could not understand why he was punishing me. And so I asked him, "Sir, what can I do if the bus broke down, sir?" This angered him even more. But somehow he managed to calm himself down and said in a stern voice, "Whose responsibility is it to fix your problems? It is yours. Don't blame others for it." Yes, he was right. It was my responsibility to fix my problems. When the school bus broke down, I could have easily taken an MTC bus or an auto and I could have still reached my school on time. But instead, I was waiting for the bus to be fixed. From that day forward, whenever I'm faced with any difficulties or challenges, I always tell myself that it is my responsibility to fix my problems and not wait for somebody else to do it for me. Fast forward a few years, I completed my engineering. So I completed my schooling. Now it was time for me to decide what I wanted to do for my higher studies. I had three options to choose from. My first option was engineering. My second option was also engineering. My third option was once again engineering, because my elder brother, my cousin brothers, my cousin sisters, all of them did engineering. So whether I liked it or not, I was pushed into computer science engineering. Like a typical arranged marriage, I found my love for software development after I joined CSE. The best part about software development is that there's no one particular way to solve a problem. Finding a solution to a problem was only limited by the individual's creativity and imagination. Now, in 2013, I finally completed my engineering. My first job was working in a startup company named NextGen Technologies as a junior web developer. Over the next 11 years, I overcame many difficulties, navigated through many highs and lows, and have now risen up to the position of an associate software architect working in an MNC called Bounteous. I'm not done yet. I want to keep climbing the corporate ladder until I become a CEO one day. There is one problem though. I am an introvert. I'm not very good at socializing and networking, a much needed skill that I should possess if I want to become a CEO one day. I wish that someone would help me with my problem of introversion. But that's when I remembered the lesson that my class teacher Francis taught me all those years ago. I could still hear his voice in his head asking me, whose responsibility is it to fix your problems? It is my responsibility. So I started looking for a solution. I found out about Toastmasters. I came to Medley, and Medley embraced me. As I mentioned a couple of weeks ago during the table topic session, it was love at first sight. So I hope that the Toastmasters experience and the magic of Medley can help me become the extroverted individual that I so desperately wish to become.
Now I call upon the second speaker of the day, who is also an IT professional. Before calling him, I'll call the evaluator Toastmaster Bharat, who is a software programmer, who is also an enthusiastic Toastmaster. Toastmaster Bharat too.
Thank you, Tim. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Today, Toastmaster Pugat is delivering his icebreaker speech from the Leadership Development Pathway. The purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of public speaking. The time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Pugat. Over to you.
I have a small request. Everyone could occupy the front row, so it will be easy for any guests if they come in. I request our next speaker, Toastmaster Pugarethi, who is an IT professional. He loves playing hockey. Toastmaster Pugarethi, few pages from my diary.
Thank you, Priya. Well, I have few questions before I deliver my icebreaker speech. How many of you heard of K. Gajinaran and Bhaskaran of hockey? Coach. And Kadala Mittai. Right. So, I am Pugarethi, born on a small town called Kovilpatti. Now you may be able to relate Kovilpatti with the three questions that we have. We all have a common native place, Kovilpatti. I am born in Kovilpatti, to a small scale industrialist. My dad, Mr. Rajamani, who was running a match factory in my town. So this is a sulfur land where my town and most of the surroundings are full of match industries, small cottage industries. My mom Kalaudi is a homemaker, and I started my schooling, the nursery schooling, on a Catholic school, John Bosco, not Don Bosco, like my previous speaker, but again from the same society was running it. So this is a school where there was more push or the lens on morals and high ethical values. And here in this school, we have a lot of celebrations, like everyone. I also have very sweet memories of the school days. One of them, some of them are worth mentioning is the school days, the play or the drama that we played in those days. In 1 year, multiple years I have played, I'm an actor on those days. In one of the year, we had the drama from Thiruvilayadal, where I was playing the role of Nakira, and my friend Jalil, who is playing the role of Lord Shiva. Right. So the play, many of you know, has very faithful dialogues towards the climax scene, where there were very heated argument between this poet and the Lord. Right. And me, when I am delivering as a poet, this dialogues, my dhoti got loosened and it was about to fall. So I have to hold the dhoti in one hand and deliver the rest of the dialogues, which are very emotional as well as too literature centric. And our teachers were taught us not in simple Tamil language, but it was too literature centric. I had to memorize all those poems or the poetic dialogue, need to deliver to my friend. It was going like that, but meanwhile, my friend, the climax scene is there. My friend has to open his third eye and burn me. Even before that scene comes, my dhoti got down, and the lights has to go off. So it ended up as a comedy show, rather a very serious ending. Right. The other exciting part is going to the school itself. We used to go to the school by Jatka called Kudurevandi. I don't know how many of you have experienced it, the horse-pulled carts. So I used to go that, and we used to have a very tough fight between my friends, the classmates or the fellow Kudurevandi mates, to take up the co-pilot seat, which is the front seat along with that cartsman, right? So the main objective is to wave the chatai or the stick and do some gestures and make your horse to run faster. So believe me, the horses can run more than Formula 1 races what we have. And the excitement we had was more than, definitely we had more excitements than the Formula 4 race, which we may watch tonight. And yeah, so that was a very nice moment, and we used to do that. And moving on to my high school, I joined a school where there was more push on the sports activities. In my town, as I said, more of a hockey teams were there. It's a cradle of hockey. This town and the surroundings of this town is a place for cradle of. It's a cradle of hockey. I joined the hockey team. I was representing the hockey matches or school hockey teams throughout, and one of the best moments of life being a hockey player. After that, going to college, I completed my computer science engineering, but still couldn't get any job. I came out. It's an era of no vacancies. I have to run behind multiple companies with no vacancies, seeing the no vacancy boards. I started a small company of my own and tried. I was trying to sell laptops to a market where people are more relying on paperwork or not even paperwork. That's the market I was trying to sell my laptops. But it couldn't succeed much. I made enough losses. So I changed my career, getting into corporate world, joined small corporate software companies those days, not very big companies, and traveled as a network engineer. And today, with much organic growth for the last 18 years, I'm a program director at Cognizant Technology Solutions. So that's a short of me. See you next time. Yeah. Thank you.
Our next speaker is also an enthusiastic and energetic Toastmaster. Before calling her, I would like to ask her evaluator to evaluate, say the objective of the speech. Toastmaster Prasanna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. A very good afternoon to all of you gathered here. Toastmasters Jayashree is delivering a speech from the pathway Engaging Humor, Level 1, Project 5. It is the second part of the evaluation and feedback speech. So in evaluation and feedback speech, a member delivers a speech to a group of members and gets feedback for the speech and then incorporates that feedback to deliver the second speech. Toastmasters Jayashree is giving her second speech in that project. All the best to you, Jayashree. Thank you.
The speaker, she is a passionate product manager, product coach, freelance web developer, stock market enthusiast, and she's an excellent Toastmaster actually.
Now I want everyone to think back about your school days. Have you ever faked being sick? Raise your hands. See? I'm definitely one among those, and I've done it a lot of times. Every time when I give my Oscar award winning worthy performances at home, my dad is even more better at that. He would easily catch me with that and pack me off to the school immediately. Greetings, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. What bothers me is not the homework, not the test. I was a fairly decent student at school with academics. The most toughest part for me every day in the morning during my childhood was having the breakfast along with a glass of milk. Oh my God, how I hated having breakfast every day. Every time when my mom turns on the milk in the gas stove, I just literally ran away from it because of that smell. How many Complan boys, girls here? Horlicks, Bonvita? At least that would have saved your childhood from milk to a little bit. But for me it didn't work. It was just the plain glass of milk with a little bit of sugar in it. With that option, I had no other way to gulp it. When I completed and then when I sit in the dining table, there used to be a lot of items put in place. I was surrounded by my family members. They'll all see me having breakfast, making sure that I complete it. Because I throw all tantrums to escape from that breakfast every morning. That I fake being sick because of that. To escape from that breakfast, not because of going to school over there. Would that happen? My mom would be coming up and serving idli. Almost 5 days in a week with idli. Who likes idli? I don't, at least. When I complained to my mom the very next day, why idli? She comes up with pongal. It's a white concrete with pepper that literally burnt my throat, my dear friends. And then when I say why pongal, she comes up with a third interesting South Indian dish. Any guesses? Upma, no otherwise. It's a concrete, tasteless. Who likes upma in this world? I don't know, but she tries to do that. While my friends there will be having the English breakfast, sausages, bread toast, roast, everything they'll be having. When I say my mom, look, what are the options they have? She'll say, I'll give you even better healthy option for you. And she'll give me a healthy porridge. What is that? It's a grey paste that literally tastes like a wet cardboard. Oh my God. My complaints with breakfast continued day in and day out. I had to torment with that. No other options. I had to go through that part because all my family members would be around me to make sure I finish what is there in my plate. While this was about my school days, I was a biology student during my school, and one of the biggest blunders a biology student can make, any guesses after school? Any guess here? No biology students. See? It's about choosing engineering, no other option, and that too choosing computer science engineering. And people here with computer science engineering, they'll not leave it to that level. They'll do another blunder. I'm also one among them. So we're doing MBA. It for me, MBA is not Master of Business Administration, it's about Master of Blunder Administration. I did all the blunders during my time. And one of the biggest thing that I rejoice is, till my engineering, I was staying with my parents. The moment I know that I'm going to do MBA outside, which is where I'm going to pursue MBA in Malaysia for an international business program, I rejoiced because I'm going to escape from that daily breakfast routine and that glass of milk. So I said, my mom, look, I've gotten a lot of options. I'm going to have fun during my Malaysia days. I landed in Malaysia in 2016, joined that college. I'm a pure vegetarian. So when I interacted with my friends over there, what are the options and the seniors? They said like, yeah, you have options, you can go to the canteen and see. So I went to the canteen and saw idli, dosa, pongal, puri, upma as vegetarian breakfast option available. Okay, I thought, okay, let me try at least if something is different out of it. That's when I realized within a week, my mom's soft idli were replaced with a bullet stone idlis there. And a ghee pongal, sumptuous pongal was replaced with a tasteless pongal there. And upma, no, I don't want to comment about it. It's a hard rock. That is what that was served there. For me to go out of the college canteen and to find a veg restaurant in Malaysia, it's like an Indian bowler, you waiting for them to hit a century. You need much more patience, very, very tough. Maybe by luck you will get it. So I had no options but to manage with that for the 2 years. And then after I moved to Bangalore for my work from there, I made a decision that I'm going to cook my own food. This time, when I looked out for options, the easiest one was idli. Now you ask me, I will say 24/7, 3 times a day I can have idli. Safest, easiest, healthiest to have. Now, my roommate says, I make the best upma in the world and I'm the upma queen. Last week when I met her, she was saying about my transformation. That's when I realized life has a unique way of teaching. Whenever you have something really good or even best, you never appreciate it. But sometimes when you are thrown into a worse situation, that's when you realize what you have missed and fail to appreciate. My dear friends, I want you to think back for a moment about any specific food or maybe someone in your life that you have taken it for granted. Take that moment today to go and appreciate them. Might be in your life or even somewhere in this club also. Appreciate it. Be it idli, upma or idli upma. If not now, then when? Back to you, Rosie.
I hope you had all embraced the speeches today. Tano, can you please let us know the qualified speakers?
All three are qualified.
Thank you. Once I was scrolling through the Facebook feed and I saw a picture. It had a mountain on the backdrop with a girl looking at them. And the words came, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Now, we are going to that session where some of them would get a chance to speak. It is our table topic session. Let's welcome Toastmaster Amrita, who is our treasurer, and she's a Carnatic music lover. She's also an enthusiastic Toastmaster. Over to you.
Give me a minute.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Actually, this is being evaluated by Toastmaster Sundaresan. I would request him to say the objectives for the meeting.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Speaker is Toastmaster Amrita, who is going to play the role of table topic master. Persuasive influence, level 2, active learning. The purpose of the project is for the Toastmaster to demonstrate her ability to listen to what others say. Good wishes. We are anxious to listen to your excellent impromptu session.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. I'll be your table topics master today. For the benefit of new Toastmasters and guests, I'd like to let you know what a table topic session is. Basically, I'll be calling speakers one by one to the stage, and I'll be giving you a topic, and you'll be required to talk about it for a minimum of 1 minute, a maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds. You need to speak for 1 minute to be qualified. The maximum you can take is 2 minutes 30 seconds. Unless if you go over, you'll be disqualified. So this is our practice for impromptu speeches in Toastmasters. So I'll be calling speakers now. Our first speaker will be distinguished Toastmaster V.N. Subramanian sir. Hello sir, welcome. So this is your topic. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words.
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Action speaks always louder than words. I just see. If you see today's scenario, always there are problems only. Solutions are not there. Why? Because there is no action. Even for waste disposal, I remember a cartoon in Times of India drawn by Lakshman, famous cartoonist Lakshman. A gentleman standing in the bus stop, taking a banana, peeling and throwing it on the road, and then eating the banana and going away. A monkey comes and takes that banana waste and put it in the dustbin. This was a cartoon. This speaks, action speaks better than words. To embrace action in your life, we always say that, when there is no action, the things are lying pending, there is no solution for it. So if you want everything to be, now that many of our people are going abroad, Singapore, they talk about Singapore. When they come back, you are asked, oh, US, United States. United States. Seattle. I think Seattle they eat only through mouth. Yes. But the thing is that when there is a rule, law, civic law, it is better to keep action ahead. Action-oriented things. If you call it action-oriented life, almost all the problems will be solved. Madam Topic Master.
Sir, your reference to cartoonist R.K. Lakshman was a nice throwback to the 80s where every day there used to be a cartoon and I used to look forward to looking at the cartoon and understanding it. I really enjoyed that reference. Thank you very much. Our next speaker will be distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. Your topic is laughter is the best medicine. Laughter is the best medicine.
In a club full of doctors, I have opportunities to learn good things and be healthy. I take care of my health. I do exercise every day, and I don't meditate, but I give my head some rest. I learned it from many of our famous doctors. But that is not the end of the story. The reason is that we all start well like I did now, and as we go along, as we impress, we forget the topic. Therefore, thank you very much, I forgot the topic.
Thank you, sir. In these days of stress, we need laughter as a stress buster, apart from all the medications and exercise that we do. I agree with you. Our next speaker will be Toastmaster Jagan. Your topic is practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect.
I thought she had written that topic. It seems like it's a printout of a font. I'm sure no matter how many times we practice it, we won't get it that perfect. It's not possible, even for a machine to get it perfect. But what is perfect? Should the machine decide what is perfect, or are we going to decide? Quite recently, we have been at work pushing for an AI tool. Now, AI, with respect to AI, we start using the AI, and thereby AI takes in a lot of data from us. Do we use the AI, or the AI uses us? The AI uses the input that we put in so that it can give us near perfect solutions. It's only near perfect solutions. They are not perfect solutions. I've talked to my manager, I've talked to our technical architects, I've told them this is not even close to what we require. Because at the end of the day, the AI needs the imperfection of humans to make sure that it thinks like humans, which means we input our imperfection into it, we input our errors into it. So when we practice, what it makes it perfect is that it makes it perfectly human. As long as we practice, now for example today, I was afraid to come on stage. We have 3 computer science engineers, and I'm here, I'm a mechanical engineer working in the same area as they are. I'm not perfect. And there were times that I struggled to be on stage. I've made mistakes with respect to grammar. I've had so many ahs and ums, and I'm sure today also I will be having. I can see the ah counter smiling. But I keep practicing to make sure that I become more like myself and not like myself being perfect. So I feel practice does not make perfect. Practice makes human, and thereby we make sure we make a lot of mistakes and mistakes and mistakes so that we become more human.
Yeah, it's interesting now. AI is included in everything, and we are not sure when what we see on the internet is it generated by AI or not. Recently, for Krishna Jayanti, there were so many forwards and pictures of Lord Krishna, completely AI generated. It was really difficult to distinguish, and I was not sure if I wanted to appreciate this. It had a blinking eye and eating butter, etc. But compared to regular Krishna pictures with just the beautiful glow, we have to wait and see. Our next speaker will be Toastmaster Abhirami. Your topic is a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The perfect, not near perfect, maybe near perfect example is like for a long period I'm having a communication inability to communicate properly. So I was thinking when to groom this my communication ability. I have a lot of commitments. I have to study, I have to clear my exams. After that I have a lot of work, so not able to spend time on to make my communication skills better. So after one point of time my communication skills development journey starts with Toastmasters. Thank you.
Good job, Toastmaster. Ravi, it was a great decision to join Toastmasters. I think you're in the right place, and I'm glad that your journey has begun. Our next speaker will be a guest, Junaid. Journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Welcome. I'm giving you a very simple topic anybody can speak on, and we're all just like you, so don't worry about it, and we all started just like you. Your topic is, what is your favorite weekend activity? What is your favorite weekend activity?
So good afternoon everyone. I'm not going to stay to give speeches, I'm just getting started. So my weekend plans mostly I do sleep, then watching movies and so it was going like for months, but I want to change things little bit, so I joined.
Everybody has a weekend, and everybody likes to sleep in and watch movies, so there is nothing new about it. I'm glad, and thank you for sharing. Our next speaker will be Toastmaster Kalyan. Welcome. Your topic is Fortune Favors the Bold. Fortune favors the bold.
Thank you very much. What happened was I studied in a complete sort of a town setup, and then I came to Chennai, and two things. I entered in a hostel. There are three of us in a room. So one particular state poster in a cupboard said "Just Do It." That's by Nike. And the other thing was said "Fortuna Fairy Fortis." That is what fortune favors the brave. These two things is what made me what I am today. Because what happened was I came from Vellore to study this MCA and then complete MBA, because at the time is what Madras University started this evening college. So do this, go to Dubai or some Middle East, make money, go settle down at Vellore. This was the plan that came in. Seeing Chennai, seeing that hostel where I stayed in, it was a culture shock to me. Like, is that possible? Reason being, most importantly in my class, everybody spoke in English. So this is what the setup I came in from, and these two statements, even today in most of my notebooks are everything, these two I write these two, Just Do It and Fortune Favors the Brave. These two statements, especially Fortune Favors the Brave, is the one made me what I am today, and that is how it brought me to whatever. The classic thing, I can just give you a quote I write in this. From there to come, the person who have come, study, go, work in a Middle East, whereas I started my office in Middle East, I run business in Middle East. This is my mantra, that just do it and fortune favors the brave.
Both are excellent mantras and will work for anybody to be successful. Thank you very much. Our next speaker will be guest Raja. Welcome. Your topic is your favorite place in Chennai. Your favorite place in Chennai.
So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and this is my first topic opportunity in Medley Toastmaster Club. have many places. There are many places which are my favorite, and I'm completely from down south, which is Nagarkoil, just after after Koilpatti, and it is not about whether the place is good or it is beautiful or the ambience or whether it is good. So, which makes us feel embraced is very important thing, right? So it could be our home or our balcony or the place where we spend 2 hours every week on Saturday, which is Medley. So that's more important. And to answer your question exactly, my favorite place is my home, as most of all of us always wish to be. And being an IT professional, covering the London working hours, I hardly get the evening hours to be with my family. So most of the daytime goes dropping kids at school and getting ready for work, and we spend the other remaining 8 hours at work and back to home only after 10 or 11 o'clock in the night, by the time the family would have settled down to bed. So I like my favorite place is my home, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
My favorite place is also home, and whole of Chennai I feel like it's my home. I always love Chennai. Living in Chennai more than living anywhere else. In spite of all the difficulties we face in Chennai, Chennai is home. Thank you. Our next speaker will be Toastmaster Ronnie. Your topic is don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Don't judge a book by its cover. We have heard this a lot of times. We have heard this being told about people. We have heard this being told about places, right? Chennai is such a place, right? Whoever comes to Chennai, we tell them don't judge a book by its cover, because Chennai has so much to offer, but we always judge Chennai because of the harsh climate, because of the traffic, because of the congestion. So even when it comes to companies or people coming back and settling in India, they always prefer Bangalore to Chennai because there is the weather factor of it. So that's one way we take this phrase and put it to use. Another way of putting it to use is generally by looking at people, right? So we are quick to judge people by the way that they dress, the way that they appear. But while there will be a lot more to it, we have come across very famous incidents where big business barons have been asked to leave hotels, right, because they were not dressed in the appropriate attire, and they end up building their own hotel brands. So that's also a way in which this phrase has been used. I am new to Medley Toastmasters, and I am also coming up with a speech, my icebreaker speech, which is somewhere along the lines of this, which comes like, don't judge a man by his shoes. So this is another way we use this topic and work around this. So stay tuned for that, and we'll meet there.
I'm glad this was a nice coincidence that you had like a little trial for your icebreaker speech. Our next speaker will be guest Karun. Your topic is your favorite childhood memory. Your favorite childhood memory.
Good afternoon to one and all, Toastmasters and dear guests. I have a lot of memories. One of my favorite is like when I was studying 8th standard. Like I was very pampered child, like for my parents. Like there is an opportunity a school given to me. I was into NCC National Cadet Corps, so I done that. they took me a 10 days camp, which is like as good as a military camp. Like they give the opportunity to fire and they give the tent, and I want to stay 10 days away from my home. So over there I spent and I experienced lot, and I have so much to share. Like one of my favorite is the first time I hold the gun, like it's 2.0 rifle gun. I hold and I have targeted, that is a 8, they have given a 10 bullets, out of 10 I have shot 8 bullets. So that's one of my favorites. That boosted the confidence level in different segments. That is my one of most favorite and very confident, it embraced my confidence level at those things.
Thank you. I was just reading how this shooting has become a big sport in India, and people have been winning lots of medals in the Olympics too. So it's good that you also started really earlier then. We have time for one more speaker. Timer? Yeah. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Pravda. Your topic is time is money. Time is money.
Very good afternoon once again. Thank you, DT Master, for this topic. Time is money. What we invest as time is going to come out as money. After finishing my post-graduation, I already had a clinic, but I'm not that confident to become a teacher in front of 100 students. But I got an opportunity to become a lecturer in a private dental college. And I know that there will be a constant flow of pay for that. So I embraced that opportunity and it took a first step to become an academician. So I know how I felt on the very first day of my class to face 100 students at a time. Even today when I think about that, I get goosebumps. I made it a practice that repeatedly I was practicing what I have to teach in that class, and once I came out of that class, I was so relieved, and so that was my very first step. Then I thought that this is my path, and I started my focus towards that. And whenever I got an opportunity for a higher post in different colleges, I took it as a challenge, and I became head of the department at a very young age. And today I'm holding both my clinic and my academic as a teacher, because it gives me, I'm balancing it along with my family, because there is always a good flow of money. So I feel that the time we spend for every part of our life, it comes out as a money, yes, I'm happy to share that.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pravda. That was a very different take on time is money, but I do agree with you, and kudos to you for balancing your work and your clinic and Toastmasters too. We have time for one more speaker. I'd like to call Toastmaster Pramod. Your topic is, there is no place like home. There is no place like home.
Thank you, Table Topics Master. Just a few minutes ago, when someone was asked which is your favorite place, they mentioned the favorite place was their home, and I was thinking just the same thing. There is no place like home, because that's where you can be comfortable in your own skin, where you can let your hair down, put up your feet and be yourself. More specifically, I like my study room, because over there I can be myself. especially when I have these weekend games of Dungeons and Dragons where I can become someone else, make-believe, role-play. I can become a dwarf, a dwarven barbarian. And I cannot be a dwarven barbarian anywhere else in the city because I might end up in trouble. So there is no place like home. At home, I can watch, at home I can watch movies whenever I get time, or I could listen to music, or I could speak to my mom the way I can't speak to anybody else because I would get into trouble. So at home is where I have a family that is very patient with me. Imagine if I was like that anywhere else. No, I cannot. So much as I really like coming to Medley once a week, and this is also one of my favorite places to be. At home is where everybody embraces me for who I am, despite my flaws and my shortcomings. So what I would like to say is, there is no place like home. I completely agree to Table Topics Master.
Thank you everyone. I really enjoyed all the speeches. I'm trying to see where people are from Velur and Kovalpatti and Nagarkovil and different places, and all of us are here together today in Chennai to do this table topic session. Really enjoyed the session. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Amrita. That was a wonderful session today. A few months back, I was a little anxious about my son's 12th result. That time, I just got a call from my friend. She said, if there is a problem and no solution, don't worry. If there is a problem and there is a solution, why worry? I request all of you to vote for the best speaker, and also I would like to know the qualified table topic speakers.
Qualified table topic speakers. Distinguished Toastmaster Subramanian, Toastmaster Jagan, Toastmaster Abhiram, Toastmaster Kalya, Guest Raja, Toastmaster Roni, Guest Karan.
Thank you, Charma. Please vote for the best.
Toastmaster Prada and Toastmaster Pramod also.
Thank you. Please vote for the best table topic speaker also. Because now our speakers are anxious about their evaluation, so I will give the podium to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Shankar.
Thank you, P.M. Modi. So I know that most of the speakers embrace about the recommendations to be given by the respective evaluator. With this, let me start calling upon the respective evaluator. So we have seen 3 speakers plus 1 table topic speech. For the first speech delivered by Toastmaster Narendra, in fact, no, 2 speakers has delivered the ice breaking. I don't see that is the ice breaking speech because they are comfortably standing there and giving the speech with such a confident and cracking the jokes. Kudos to both of you, and Narendra has also. Okay, the first evaluator of the day is a multidisciplinary researcher at the Central Institute, as well as he is the associate professor, and he is fond of hearing the motivational speech while walking. Addition to that, he is the person behind the person when last time the champion of campaign happens for this place especially. This particular person went to the scholar of this library and got an approval just for 15 minutes. That helped us to bring now this places it's crowded with all the people. So without any ado, I would call upon Toastmaster Shanmugam to evaluate Toastmaster Narendra.
Good afternoon once again. Congratulations to Toastmaster Narendra for your ice-breaker speech. Please give me a big applause. The pitch was impressive. It was an informative speech. The basic purpose of this project is to introduce the speaker themselves to the club. So he has introduced himself from his school day and college day, then last in his speech also. And the basic structure of the speech. In case of that, the opening he has told everything. He has asked the question. Then he has told his childhood. Then the body about his study up to now. The end, when he has got some advice from his teacher, from Don Bosco, Francis. With that, he has concluded. So all the three things were there. So he has fulfilled his project. He was very confident. Even though this was an icebreaker speech, he has tried to implement the body language. Initially, he didn't use. After that, he has used the body language. He has used his fingers, the first choice, second choice, third choice. Then he has done some voice modulation, as how his teacher has spoken to him. Then he has used the stage also. It was a very good pitch. Yes, a very good pitch in my speaker. Even though the speaker appeared comfortable with the audience, the following points are recommended for the future speaker further improvement. If he uses the physical gesture and vocabulary, it will be more interesting in his future speeches. Overall, the speaker delivered a well-organized icebreaker speech. All the best to the speaker for his future endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shamalavi. Next, the speech given by Pugarendi, for which I would like to call upon the person who is the IT profession and working as the election of India about the thing I really love about the thing, the choice of words. We can make or break the relationship, and similarly for the choice of words, we can feel others make it for good or bad. And other quote which he used, I really loved about it. He quoted from Thirukural. It's nothing but Teenal Sutapun Ullarum Urade, Ullarum Arade, Navinal Sutavada. Thank you so much, for which I would request to call upon Toastmaster Bharat to evaluate Toastmaster Pugarendi's speech.
Thank you, General. Good afternoon once again, Toastmasters and guests. Smile is the prettiest thing you can wear. And today, Toastmaster Pugar embraced us with his smile throughout his speech. There are 4 things which I like about speech, and I have 2 recommendations. Number 1, the opening which he had. He started with the personalities from his native, and then well connected, and then brought it down to his native. It's a very nice way where he introduced his native to all of us. That was the one thing which I liked. And number 2, the confidence with which he delivered his speech. The confidence, the hand gestures, when you narrated the story about the Nakiran and Lord Shiva, and the way you hold your dhoti while doing it, and also the way you added it was about to fall. So it was well enacted with confidence, and it was delivered well. Number 3, the flow of your story. You start off well with your native, then to your schooling, and then to your high schooling, your college, and your corporate. The flow was seamless, and it was good, and it was well carried out with humor and with some bits and pieces of your incident. And number 4, the way you used the descriptive words when you introduced the timelines in your school. Like for example, for school, you said it was sweet memory, and high school, it was a cradle of hockey, and for your college, which you said, after your college, when you was trying for a job, you said era of vacancies, which you well described, which added to it. So these are the 4 things which I liked about your speech. Now coming on to the recommendation part, which I had to. So the first one is about the structure. Though the flow was good, it was well, which the audience were hooked to it, but then the ending, when you said about your corporate, I am a director in CTS, so that ending, I thought that could be a little more, it was a little more abrupt. It interrupted the flow a bit. That was one. And the second is usage of the stage. Though there was a movement, but then if you have connected it with your story, with your time frame, like for example school year, and then high school, and then college and corporate, then it could have added an overall picture to the way you have narrated your story. So in summary, your hand gestures and confidence was great, the flow was good, the opening was great, and the descriptive which was good. And as a recommendation, these are the two on the structure of identity and usage of stage. It was great to know about a few pages from your diaries, and we look forward to listen to more pages from your diary. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. So the next, the speech, Idli Upma, to be evaluated by the person. She is the C3 area director, and she is a doctor and working as an anesthesiologist in a cancer institute. About the theme, board have power, and with power comes responsibility. So it's our responsibility to use the words very wisely so that no one feels behind. So put your hands together and welcome Toastmaster Prasanna Vani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shankar. Good afternoon, everyone again. So Toastmaster Jayashree has delivered a second speech in this project. So for the first speech, when I asked her what was the feedback she received, she said two feedback. One was to make the opening more engaging, and the second feedback is to have a message in the speech. A simple way to go around and do the second part of the speech would be to change the opening, force fit a message, and deliver the speech. But Toastmaster Jayashree has embraced the challenge and has gone the extra mile to draft a completely new script and a new speech. Kudos to you for that commitment to redo the entire speech. And did she do justice to that? Yes. The opening ensured that we visualize something which we all must have definitely passed through in our life. And she also asked a question and waited for a response. She had this prompting gesture where she waited for a response and acknowledged them. And with that opening, she ensured she got all our attentions at the beginning itself. And the message, wasn't that a powerful message? You never realize the value of what you have until you've lost it. A very relevant message in the current times. When we all get too busy with a lot of other things, we don't really realize what is important in our life. So I'm sure she must have thought about what is the one message that she wants to give in the speech, and she has made it focused, and she has thought, is it relevant to the audience, and she's delivered in a way that it will stay in our minds forever. Whenever I see Idli Upma, I remember whom should I call that I'm missing. So that is a message and the power in which she delivered that message. And throughout the speech, there were a lot of metaphors which were fresh and humorous. The Indian bowler waiting to hit a sixer, wet cardboard. I really hope my daughters don't say that for any of my dishes. So kudos to you for those innovative metaphors. And vocal variety. Through your vocal variety, I was able to feel and see your exasperation with all those dishes which you had to go through. With all these strengths, here are a few of my suggestions to ensure that you get the audience ROFL. What is ROFL? Rolling on the floor laughing. Considering pathway as engaging humor. R. Try to break the repetition. You always had this idli, upma, masala dosa or whatever. And as the speech went on, we knew this was coming. When we went to Malaysia, we knew, okay, this is going to be in the menu. There was a set pattern which was repeating. When you try to get humorous, we try to break that set pattern so that the audience sees something unexpected coming in. Next, O. Considering its engaging humor pathway, you could get the audience to laugh. When you make the audience laugh within 10 seconds, that is like hitting a sixer in the first ball. So make the audience laugh in the first few seconds to catch their attention. And then F. Facial expressions is a very important thing in humorous speech. You have very pleasant, perennial smile on your face. But in humor, to make the audience laugh, you have to be straight-faced. That smile was also there when you showed your irritation with idli dosa. You still had that smile on your face. So make your expressions consistent with what you're telling. And L is when people laugh, give them a few seconds, and then you come on with your message. To summarize, great opening, wonderful message, and get the audience ROFL. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Prasanna. The next, the evaluation, that is for the TT project, that is done by Amrita. For that, we have a person, he is coming all over the, I would say, the other district. And he came to attend for this meeting, and without any ado, I would request call upon Toastmaster Sundaresan to evaluate Toastmaster Amrita's speech.
and Toastmaster Amrita did an excellent job by playing the role of table topic master. Round of applause for her. As an evaluator, I can say, certainly she was a good listener, and I was focusing on one particular point, whether she read the topic with clarity. The answer is yes. None of the speaker got confused or didn't ask for the third time to repeat. So that shows her pronunciation was excellent, and she brought all the relevant topics, because the table topic session goes with not to show the intelligence of the table topic master, to the more encouraging way. The topic is, the speaker will be feeling so comfortable standing here and opening his heart and mind to say. And she balanced all the topics, and she balanced in inviting the Toastmasters, like senior Toastmasters, DTM Thomas sir and Jagan, they are all winners in our district. And the new members guest also. So the way in which she conducted, I can say it's a good leadership role you have displayed today. And I have to appreciate for one thing, parallelly you managed to see the timing and you accommodated 2 more speakers. That's the goodness of a table topic speaker. So overall, it was nice, and I have to say, you managed by encouraging every speaker with your own comments in that one. And the best topic which you asked today is the one which you gave to Toastmaster Kalyan, Fortune Favors the Bold. It's one of the favorite topic to me. At any given time, I will give this topic to anyone, whether it's a Cavalier or Toastmaster. Overall, it was an excellent. Keep going. Certainly, you have completed the project over general evaluation.
Thank you, Mr. Sundaresan. And with this, we come to for the evaluation round. And give a big round of applause for the evaluation round. Now it is for the timer. Can I have the qualified, the evaluator? Okay, thank you. And please, SAA, please vote for the best evaluator. Okay. So now it is time. Now it is for the tag report, for which I would request call upon the timer Balaji to share the timer report.
Congratulations to all the speakers for their outstanding presentation. We should all embrace their message and carry forward. For the icebreaker speech, Toastmaster Narendra took 5 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Pugal 5 minutes 25 seconds. Toastmaster Jayashree 7 minutes. On the table topics, DTM VN Subramaniam sir took 2 minutes 57 seconds. Toastmaster Jagan 2 minutes 3 seconds. Toastmaster Abhirami 1 minute 17 seconds. Toastmaster Kalyan 1 minute 34 seconds. Guest Raja took 1 minute 47 seconds. Toastmaster Roni 1 minute 33 seconds. Guest Karun 1 minute 25 seconds. Toastmaster Pravda 2 minutes 11 seconds. Toastmaster Pramod 1 minute 38 seconds. On the evaluations, Toastmaster Shanmugavel took 2 minutes 26 seconds. Toastmaster Bharat took 2 minutes 36 seconds. Toastmaster Prasanavani 3 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Sundaresan 2 minutes 1 second. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji. Now we'll see that how many of us say the words, for which I would request to call upon Toastmaster Praveen to read about the counter report.
So first I will list down the clear speeches. So first one is SAA, Toastmaster Prasanna Venkateshan, clear speech, please give applause. And then Toastmaster Narendra for a first ice-breaking speech. We didn't find any players. And then Toastmaster Shanmugavel for an evaluation of his first speech. And then the Toastmaster Prasanna Vani is a clear speech. And then Toastmaster Jayashree is a clear speech. Toastmaster Sundaresan is a clear speech. Table topics DTM Thomas Abraham, clear speech. And Toastmaster Jagan, clear speech. Coming to that, TM Pravda, multiple R's and one so, repeated R's. And then Toastmaster Kalyani, TMOD, 1 R, 2 so. Toastmaster Shankar, 3 so. Evaluation, Toastmaster Bharat, 4 so, repeated so's. And then Toastmaster Ugal for a second speech, multiple R's and repeated and. Table topics, Toastmaster Amirta, 3 R's. DTM VN Subramanian, 1 R. Toastmaster Abhirami, multiple R's and 3 so's, 3 lines. Guest 1 R and 3 so. And Toastmaster Kalyan, 1 R. Guest Raja, multiple R's, 1 R, 3 so's and repeated and. Toastmaster Roni, multiple R's and 1 so. Guest Karan, 3 R's and 1 so and repeated and. Toastmaster Pramod, 2 so's. That's it from my
Thanks, Toastmaster Ravi. Next, we will see that now how many of us we used a very attractive word, for which I would request to call upon Toastmaster Dinesh for the grammar.
Good afternoon, everyone, once again. So, initially, the word of the day, which is embrace, was used by more than 10 times by all our speakers. Most important, general evaluator Shankar, he was very embracive in nature. He used it more than 3 or 4 times the word itself. And prepared speech, Toastmaster Narendra used it once, TMOD Kalyani used it once, DTM VNS sir used it once, a guest used it, I couldn't find name. Toastmaster Pramod once, Toastmaster Vani once, and timer Toastmaster Balaji also used it once. There were many positives in today's usage of grammar. Some of which are the prepared speech, Toastmaster Narendra is cold look, dismissive tone, navigated through many highs and lows. And also Toastmaster Pugalindi soul, an organic growth. Toastmaster Jayashree also had many good usages. A few which are through all tantrums, a sumptuous pongal. We are full, she used those sumptuous. And also all the table topics given by Toastmaster Amritavali, they were all, each one of them was a quote in itself. So if you are ever preparing for the table topic contest, it's a good way to prepare. And also Toastmaster Pravda for her for table topic speech, she used the most of a good flow of money she used in it. And Toastmaster Prasanna Vani used a perilous smile. These are many of the few of the many good usages which are used in today's meeting. Also, there were a few maybe corrections may be done. For example, the first one which I saw was written, "I was escaped from prison." Speaker, so maybe someone would tell what is the correct usage instead of "I was escaped from prison."
I escaped.
Yeah, I escaped from prison. Or how about "I would have escaped from the prison"? Yeah, even that is correct. And similarly, my origin story. My origin story, or my story of origin.
Story of my origin.
My story of my origin. Or someone, maybe a past event, something like all of us boarding the bus.
All of us boarded the bus.
Yeah, or all of us who boarded the bus.
Depends on the same.
Okay. And also, I joined the Toastmasters.
I joined Toastmasters.
Joined Toastmasters, yeah. Maybe I exactly don't know why maybe the word "the" is not used, but perhaps it just doesn't sound nice. I don't know exactly what grammar meaning why the word "the" should not be used. And also, the first time I held the gun, yeah. And similarly, when DTM, the Thomas sir was near me, he told that many people, including me, I thought that ADU and ADO both are same. Actually, when I googled it, both are different. ADO means handing over, like I'm handing over control to the general evaluator. ADO, ADIUU is bye bye, like bye bye, tata, see you. That's it. It's that kind of meaning. ADU. So these are the few corrections which I saw, and over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Sir Dinesh. So here is my general evaluator report. First of all, I would appreciate for XCOM for arranging the meeting in such a lovely place. Because why? Because I always appreciate, not Toastmaster, always it is changing the status quo and always for the shake for the comfort zone. If it is had it been for desert rows for the long time, we are very confined on the place. We are comfortably to speak with each and everyone, but this is the new atmosphere which is created by Dr. Vada as well as Rianu. Kudos to you. And second, WhatsApp it's created well again, and all the updates are coming up in the WhatsApp on time. And two icebreaker which I completely enjoyed about it, and I must appreciate with Toastmaster Amrita about creative table topic. The one really I loved about that, whenever the speaker coming here and delivering the speech, after that you are giving for that 10 seconds or 20 seconds about the speech. That was brilliant, which I really loved about it. And also you also brought some of the people here. Toastmaster is not a forum where whoever it is the best in communication. For example, 70%, 80%. It's not about, let's say, for they are increasing with 80 from 80 to 85. It is from 10% to 15%, 15 to they will go for 50 to 60. That is a forum where the Toastmaster is there. So whoever it is on very good opportunity, because I was the one who are stumbling to speak in front of the audience in my first speech. Now I started speaking about it's everything I got it from Toastmaster. So in terms of the recommendation, one, we already know that we have started our meeting 5 minutes late, and one thing probably could recommend for XCOM, I see that the posture or the socializing of this event for Anna University it is not happening. Probably if you could, let's say, stick some of the posters outside there, because this is a forum where we can get a larger visibility being the Anna Library. And one, probably it is for the TMOD. It is always good that you need to stand there till the other person comes and you need to hand over the stage back to them. And other important thing is that some of the speaker, the title is missing. So it would be good if you talk about the title along with the name. That would be a recommendation for TMOD, and the company I enjoyed, and back to you.
Small actions can lead to extraordinary results. It's the little things that work wonders. With this, a big thanks to everyone here for making today's meeting a great success. I think everyone had embraced today's meeting. With this, I hand over the podium to our president. Today we have the Moments of Truth by our Toastmaster Kalyan, who is our past president.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. We can just come a little closer, or we will just come like one maybe a little. Now, see, Moments of Truth. What do you think Moments of Truth is? Anybody absolutely have not heard about it? People have already attended a Moments of Truth. One. So lovely. So whatever I say, that is going to be the Moments of Truth. My job is easy. Right? How many of you sit and introspect on a daily basis? 1, 2, 3. Why? Why do you introspect? You are spoken too much today. I'm not. Anuradha, why do you introspect? No, personal introspection about you. She knows, eats Medley, sleeps Medley, smells Medley, breathes Medley. Why do you introspect quality of meat? No one, brother. Why do you introspect for yourself? Pramod, why do you introspect?
Mostly relating to my behavior and how I could get better on that.
To better on, exactly. That's a word I was looking at. Okay, otherwise I would have prompted something. Okay. See, this is something we all do around personal introspections for us to go to the next level. Isn't it? What is the next level? See, we do introspection. People say, okay, introspect, understand what you're doing. Exactly, that's what Toastmasters also we are doing. Our evaluation is form of a feedback to you for you to go to the next level. A GE report is form of an introspection in a different way for you to go to the next level. For an example, infinity plus 1 is infinity. Isn't that so? For today, GE gave set of reports. Now I can keep on adding what all can be done in a today's meeting. For an example, last week one of the Toastmasters said the video is not proper. Is my head seen in the video? No, right? No. All the speakers were there. So today also the meeting is going to be this way. Putting a little effort onto this is what introspection is. Putting a little effort onto this is what moments of truth is. So idea is why this moments of truth, why G report is all just for ourselves as a club to do an introspection and then tell ourselves, hey look, this is where you're standing and this is what you're lacking. See, this happens everywhere. We all like Amitabh Bachchan, right? Amitabh Bachchan used to tweet. What do we say that now? As the Twitter name has changed. Amitabh Bachchan used to X is what they say. Or Text. Amitabh Bachchan used to X. See, he gave one particular. Amitabh Bachchan used to tweet beautiful things and beautiful tweets, and he numbers all his tweets. And one particular tweet went this way. It said, we all think we are content being complicit. Let me repeat. We all think we are content, whereas we are not complicit. That is what happens. That is what hinders your growth. All of us think, yeah, wow, I'm just great. Ours is a Golden Gavel Club. We have a classic meeting. We put 4 hours. 4 people need to come for 4 meetings to come to this meeting. And then somewhere we keep on failing. See, let me repeat, infinity plus is 1 plus infinity. If a little more care would have been taken for today's video, maybe you would have missed one particular comment. I really wonder how our icebreaker speakers are going to see their video and then improve on. That is what MOT is all about. So, are you all with me? So this is not see what happens the moment MOT comes in, the XCOM, the previous XCOM thinks it's a report card. And then they get super scared and then they don't know what to say, what is MOT is going to say. No, it's not. XCOM, as a member like you, was taken an additional responsibility to work. So we are not here to sit and rate or give a report card to the members. If suppose, see, we will be numbering all our, what all we are doing. If suppose we are going to number anything less than 3, don't blame the XCOM, blame yourself. Because the XCOM, they are here to facilitate, help us to have a better thing. So, 2 things I want to clarify. Let the XCOM not think this is a report card for the XCOM. And the members, please be very transparent and please be very, like what I say, speak your truth on what is going to be. Let me go to the real session of what is moments of truth. Toastmaster, what happens? Toastmaster, you all know the structure. People are new, there is a club and then there is a club, there is an area. And from the area, there will be an area director. See, to us, our area director is from our own club. Assuming an area director is from some other club. And for that particular area director to know how the club is doing, what this particular workshop and this act, what do you call it, this is being done. Idea is, we all know the club is what do you call a strong club as? Strong club. Okay, my club is maybe very strong. Why we say that?
Not very audible.
Okay. No, when? Okay, now I'll just. Okay,
maybe your throat is bad, I don't know.
Okay, what do you call a club is very strong? When you call your club is very strong?
Membership participation, quality of speeches.
Okay.
And members are happy.
Strong club.
Bang.
Members collaborate.
See, to me, see, that is what we all have. Everything is right. Members are happy. I mean, you're having a strong club, but like with the military rule and nobody is happy. That is definitely not.
Mr. Kalyan, bank balance.
Okay, bank balance. See, we all see when exactly. So we have a good president saying that time is money. Instead of that, time is money. So now coming back here, to me, a strong club is purely from a Toastmaster point of view, where your evaluations are good, the club is very strong, which means you have understood what is what. So in the same way, we rate the club. So this is going to be what the Women's of Truth is going to be. We are going to rate the club with 6 particular parameters. What is a parameter? What we are going to do? We'll get on to this. Guests, can you just show raising your hands? Guests around 1, 2. Right? Now we are going to number. Please, you don't join in that particular thing. Okay? Yes, sir.
4 guesses.
4 guesses. Okay. Okay. Now let's start from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7,
2,
3,
5,
6.
2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then continue. What is the number? 3, 4, 5. Yes, don't join. Ronnie? 6. We'll finish this way and then conclude it. Okay. Sir?
He is also guest. I am also guest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
3, he is finished at 4.
4,
5.
Sir?
6,
2. Your guess, right?
3. 5. 6. 2.
Yes, sir.
3.
4. You already said, or you guys remember the numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. Group yourself.
6.
2. 6. 3. 4. 2.
5.
2. Here. 2 here. All the 2s here. Quick.
6.
5 people.
Yes, stay there. Yes, stay there. Yes, stay there. Sir, your number? 5.
Okay, come. That's all, the 5, huh? 4, 5, 5, okay. 4. Okay, you can go.
And the 2s come. Okay, 4 all and 2s.
5 people come here.
2. You can, maybe you can just come in here. 2, sir, 2 here. 2. One second. 2. Sir, 2 is here. Now, one second, it become, 2 be here. 2 here. Okay, 2. 2 is there. 3. 4. Okay, 4. 4 is here with Prasanna. All the guests. 2. Please come here, come here.
One more 6 number, please.
Like all the guests.
I know, you are like, no,
Right. Number?
6. I know. How many areas
He's not 2 executive officers.
Two, right? 3, 4, 4 is. Somebody, I want, which group is more? You are a new member, right?
Yeah,
Come here. Come here. You need a pen?
Tell people that we are talking about the current.
No, hold on, I'm just coming. Don't see the sheet. Don't see the sheet. I'm just
Current
coming.
experience, not the past experience. Judgment of the current situation.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Pen? Okay, quick. No, don't read the sheet. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, see, actually what happens in the club is all in an MOT, the club will be rated or certain points will be discussed. For an example, I'll take 2. Point number 2 is member orientation, right? You have member orientation with me. So all of you, I would have strike off something and then I would have ticked few things, right? So what is being ticked? That particular group, you are in, what you have number 3, right? 4. Okay, 4 is membership strength.
Program planning and meeting.
Oh, sorry, program planning and meeting. You will be working only on program planning and meeting. In the same way, are we all clear? What is your number?
Membership strength 5.
So what you're going to rate the club as with? So this is your, which number you're going to rate and apply the things. Then go to the next sheet. I'll just come to you then. Now what is going to happen in the next sheet? If you may say, let us say membership orientation or something. What is there in your sheet, Dinesh?
Fellowship, variety and communication.
Okay, fellowship, variety and communication. Let's say in this, for an example, is greeted warmly and made welcome. Let's take one particular point and then we'll discuss this. So this is page number 2. People who have got page number 2, that is 1, 2 and number 1, 2 and 3, you will be having page number 2. So I'm just giving you this as an example. If guests greeted warmly and made welcome, this is one particular point we are all going to discuss. In the sense the group is going to discuss. Now what happens, that group feels, we never meet that standard, you are going to rate 1. Right? In the top, there is a rating. We never meet that standard. 2 says, we rarely meet that standard. 3, 4, 5, 6. We are clear? The rating is clear. Now, we are going to rate, and if anything which is less than or equal to 3, for an example, the same point, guests greeted warmly and made welcome. If you are going to rate it as, you are going to mark it, score it as 3, we say, we sometimes meet that standard. Assuming you are going to rate it that way, then you are, as a group, you discuss and then come out with a solution. What can be done about it? And who is responsible for it? Clear? Let's take one more example. With Jagan. What is that? What is the number you have? 4. Okay, 4. Program. That is will be the next set for an example.
Kalyan,
yes, sir.
Before that, can I ask a question?
One second, sir. I'll just come. So program planning. For an example, I'll just take the last one. Positive and helpful evaluations. Assuming positive and helpful evaluation, if you are feeling no, it is you, we rarely meet the standard, then you are going to discuss it in the group and then say what is the cause and what is the solution approach and who is responsible for it. We are clear? I'll just come to the group number 1. We are clear? Right? Now, what will happen? In the first page, I've just given you certain points. When that particular group is being discussed, we will, I'll just come to that. Shall we all start? Let's take 10 minutes. Yes, one second, I'll come. Let's take 10 minutes. Go one by one. Form one particular. So at the end of it, somebody from your team will be presenting what is the score we are given and what is going to happen. This is going to be, we are clear on what we are going to do. Other than number 1, we are clear. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we are clear on what we are going to do. Yes, sir, your question, sir. Yes, sir.
He will do that.
So you said you have a question.
I just wanted to ask you, you have about this committee, in India, what the club, the area director and the division director.
Yes, sir.
Are they not supposed to be present?
Not necessary, sir. MOT
Not
is
necessary.
okay,
not necessary.
Not necessary. What happens is, I'll just clarify that. MOT comes from MOT is not necessarily an area director and a division director.
Area director, see, they can.
No, I'll tell you, I get your point. I'll tell you what happens. This is coming from some speaker series. It is a project by itself, actually. Usually there are no person, or as I started, if your area director not from your own club.
It is not necessary.
Not necessary. It is not. That's not.
What is not necessary?
Yes, Ronnie, you had a question. Ronnie, you had a question. It's related to the group. For group, I'll come. I'm just coming to you. He is going to do your boss ask.
Regarding partners, what they have to do.
See now, okay, today's got an idea of what we are doing. We are taking this, it's very simple. So this is called concept. We are taking this what the program management meeting. This program management meeting. So a program management meeting let's take this. What members will be always sometimes we really are good at that. So what we are doing, we take every not even the awesome club. This is moments of as a club, whether they are doing this. So now let's come back to point number one. This is what the this Indian form and this being a guest and no, your first time again, last time. See the scoring, please note in the second sheet which you have.
I don't see any Please don't put 3.5 and all. Be specific. Put 3 as 3, 4 is 4. There is no 3.5. Okay. No, see, from the day when you join, what you feel about the current? Don't, because what's going to happen? No, current term, previous term. See, can I decide at least we go based on current meeting?
not that. It's not a rate card. The end of the day, we all want to improve ourselves and we want to make you an audience. We have 4 more minutes. This is done? Yeah. You guys are done?
When others are picked up, we can give up. Correct?
Yeah, yes, of course. Definitely. That's why I just took this print out for everybody to know. First part is a come to a convention. No, I'll tell you something. First of all, don't try to convince anybody. We are simple. Bad name tag is not even a problem in that. No, number one. Don't see. For example, it's not a big deal. Where we are going to give a rejoinder. This is a point. What should be? Exactly. It should be a commentary. What is your score? What is your score? What is your score? Okay, this group majority was yes, who can name logs are provided? No, name logs are provided. No, I'm just asking. No, let's just example. Just in case book is provided. No name tags. So you are scoring the club as 1. We never finish that. That's all 1. Life is easy. Because it's not a debate. What happens is it's a personal reality. It's a personal reality. So that's what it's on. Don't feel bad. I'm going to give you 1 for the club. No, what's in here? Let's go that way. Professional meeting. See, the standards are we never do this, which means it is not never going to which are always arranged. Sometimes it is there, sometimes it is not there. We usually miss, but we always exceed the what is the 5, right? 5. That's all 5 based on the number 5. One number. The majority was that's all. Because perceptions will be very different. That's why they normally don't bring in a senior member. Not even come on their own. Exactly. 2 more minutes. If your group is done, you can just do the task. You guys are done? Okay, come. What is the moment of I can sponsor Sometimes the guests come. We will keep them as guests. Membership. Can we? Ready? See what happens is, yes, you may feel one, for 5, but I think somebody may feel I'm coming. Whereas they are maybe mandatory come for 4 meetings. So it is one and one. It is absolutely this true, but there will be a decision between the meeting and the decision. That is very different. Today, events of group reflects the audience of the group. That's all. Events of group when the audience, Kunal is a great example. Only one thing I practiced was having some 7 years ago I got and our professional one thing is always asking next time I am a goal, but this next time it was not first. I am not because what is coming. Yes, Shani. Yes, please. Roni and team are presenting. Okay, here, we can. Done? Oh my God. You're done? Okay, come a little front. It's easier, or from there somebody can join in. It's fine. Just in case, if you want to write something, there is a notes page at the end. Make a note so that we can hand over to the XCOM. It will be easy for the XCOM to bring those changes into the system. Right? Okay. Now let me start.
Check. At the meeting. Well, WhatsApp thing that you can come here. Oh, WhatsApp
Okay, shall we? Let's start from achievement and realization. 6. One second. Okay. Now see. In Amrita, we are ready? One second. Now what happens is, sir, I can just take it. See, in the first sheet, though I have striked off certain things. For an example, now I am going to call achievement recognition team. They are going to come and then rate the club with numbers. Assuming anybody sitting in this room feels no, this club is being rated, this group has rated everything as 6, no, it is 2, it is 3. Then please come out with that number. And also, well, coming out with the number, just blindly don't come and say, no, it's 3. Say why you are feeling it that way. Again, tell us what are the causes, and then please come out with a possible approach or a solution. It cannot be a solution. Possible approach. Right? Example, I don't want to spoil the group. For an example, the group 1 feels name tags are not provided. So, just in case if there is any number with the C, when there is somebody scoring 3, you are not going to come and score 4 and 5 for it. Right? When somebody scores 5, if it is going to be lesser is what you are going to come. Let's be very clear about it. If somebody scores 5, you feel no, it is not 5, it is 3 or 2 or 1, only then we are going to come and touch that. Right? Clear? Right. Now achievement recognition, let me go one by one. Award applications immediately submitted to world headquarters. What is the number you are given? 5.
How do you know?
Happy. See, 5 is
meeting the standard.
Yeah. Is there anyone who is just saying a lesson number for it?
I'm sorry, I don't have an answer. Only the XCOM will know when these things are submitted.
Now what happens is once you complete the level, at least the same day you would have completed that level. So probably every speech you may not, every speech you may not, but level completion you will have come, level completion poster should come. See, that's simple. This, the quick answers will be one, whether you are getting a mail once you finish 11. And then one more thing is whether you are getting a flyer or a poster, whether the district is saying, yes, you have completed, task is done, let's fine. Done, okay. Progress charts displayed and maintained.
We are given 4 for one reason. I'll justify that one.
No. Less than 3 is what I need reason. 4,
Okay,
I don't need a reason.
Great.
4. Is there anybody who is just saying progress charts?
No, suggestion for XCOM, we can.
Then you should have rate 3 and then complete.
No,
Rate 3.
Okay, no 4.
Okay. Is there anybody who is saying lesser than that? No, right? No, Asad, there are no.
Practical terms, I'm not faulting anyone, it's always been so. Where do we display it?
No, what happens is,
we did that.
No, what happens is, what happens is in the group it is pinned. And there is always a projector. They can put it or we can just simply, when we are just printing a thing, we can simply print it and then.
Yeah, but I think pinning is good because we did this. It is more perfunctory than real.
So now you are saying no, one second. Now you are rating 3 or.
I'm rating 3. I'm suggesting,
perfect.
but if it is pinned.
We'll come to that. 1 second. So there is a member rating as 3, and then what is approach?
Frequency is the right one.
That just come to 3. You said 4, and then you said with the 4 you have an opinion on it. What is it?
That frequency, it is done.
It is not consistently done.
Promptly.
Right. Okay, right. See, it's not consistently done, so I'll just take the score as 3. We will just discuss with the XCOM to bring an improvement on it. Right? The next one. Member achievements formally recognized with ceremony.
5.
Yes.
Anybody who has just coming scoring it lesser? Other groups, quick? 5. Right. Club, district and international leaders are recognized.
5 with respect to club and area or division.
1 second. 5. Anybody who is scoring lesser? Then you raise your hand. Okay. Fine. I'll just quickly give the protocol which is being normally done. What happens is the presiding officer comes and then recognizes the dignitaries. The order goes this way. The order goes it as current district officers of our district. For an example, the highest mode. For an example, the district director is there. The district director is first recognized. Then area director, division director, as per the role. Then the extended team members are recognized. For an example, today, let's take today's alone and then pray. Today, the district officer was not there. Today, the first recognition would have been for Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas because he's there in the extended team. Right? So the order goes this way. District officers, district extended team, past district officers. For an example, I am just coming in, I am coming with the role of a division director, not a parliamentarian. A parliamentarian is not a district officer. Right? So past this division, past district officers, then comes to past presidents, then we stop, then past presidents, then we go to this other district officers. See, our district, our club is taken. Now, what happens when there is some utmost dignitaries present, for an example, the chief minister is sitting, we will normally start with them because state. In that way, what we do, a charter president and charter members will be recognized first. Let me repeat. The order is going to be current district officers, then past district officers, then past presidents. Period. Now, the past district or current or past district officers of the previous district. See, from 82 somebody may be coming and sitting. That order goes that way. Now, let's park this aside. Assuming, between when you carry a flag, your country flag comes to your chest and then your, your club flag goes to your right. That's how it is done, right? So when you pin your flags, your country flag goes to the chest and then your other club flags go. So in the same way, first you would respect the state which you are living in. So today, your chief minister or your prime minister sitting in this room, you will be recognizing your chief minister or the prime minister first, which means giving due respect to the person who is institutional of this particular thing. So having that in mind, the order will be charter members and charter president, district officers, and of course, whatever is it. So this is how thing it is done. Though it is recognized, we falter the number But I would straight away rate this 1 or 2 and then give these inputs and we will just take it on to the next one. Club and member achievement publicized.
Achievements publicized, 5.
Is there anybody else who is saying no, it is lesser than 5? Publicized in the sense predominantly it should be there on social media and then flyers should come. Respective things as well. Okay. DCP used for planning and recognition.
That's also 5.
Anybody else saying any other number? Okay. Done. The next one will go to your 2, right? Okay. Or we'll just go to 4. Membership strength, right?
No, program planning and meeting on it.
Yeah, I'll come there. I want to come there. Yeah, no, I want to come there because what happens? Please remember now somewhere will be scoring here as 5 and there it will go 3. Then there is a mismatch, right? So let's go there. Program and agenda publicized in advance. Right. Right. Is there anybody who says saying no, it is not in publicized in agenda? Lesser than 5, no, please feel free to raise your hand and then it will come on. You need not ask every time. Remember, no program responsibilities and be prepared to carry out all assignments. Awesome. Just read the point and then tell us why you feel free. And when you read it, members know program responsibilities are prepared to carry out all assignments. Somebody in that group explain what that point means and then say why you have scored 3.
Okay. Our understanding of this point is that when we perform various roles in our club during a meeting, like a Toastmaster of the Day, General Evaluator, most of us do know the responsibilities, but when we carry out them, we are not doing complete justice to the roles and responsibilities of that particular. That is our understanding. So we rated it as 3, and these are the causes that we root cause that we find. There is a lack of common standards for these various roles, and there is a lack of awareness of what are the roles and responsibilities. These are the 2.
Okay. This is for the cause you are just
causes. Yes.
Okay. What standard? You have made a note in the notes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. We'll just give it to the excom. You are just saying there are no standard rules.
Yes.
For this are standard. Okay, fine. Okay.
Standard rules, and there is no awareness.
Awareness. Okay.
Among members.
Okay.
These are the 2 causes. And
what can be done?
Yes. So we could create, and it's a suggestion to the excom, that we could, not just the excom but also our members, that we could create a formal guide for the members to follow.
Okay.
And we also suggest a triangle. The triangle is between the mentors, Vice President of Education, and the members.
Lovely.
So this triangle, if we complete this triangle for every meeting for every member, then we'll be able to get through the meetings without any hassle.
Lovely. Right. Anybody else?
No, I agree with you. Additionally, for quite some time, you used to have the member group, meeting group. You used to put these scripts. You used to say keep the.
No, once again, I'll just add one more thing. One more suggestion is the meeting group scripts in the meeting.
Yeah.
One more. That is one more suggestion coming is script in the meeting.
Yeah, group is quick fix. And if possible, on the education module.
No, one second. No, we are just speaking about what are the costs, what is the approach, who is responsible. Now we are just saying, okay, who is responsible in the sense you are saying the meeting PPE or okay, VPE. Okay, I'll just come on there. Okay, VPE. Then
they're doing it actually.
Yeah, I'll come to that. Then I'm just taking the points. Is there anybody else? Now let's go one by one. What's Jagan point is, okay, rating is 3. I'll just give a small clarification there. There is a beautiful book which is called Toastmasters Wears Very Many Hats, in which it is very clearly said which role who's supposed to do that. Maybe we'll recommend an education session immediately next week by somebody saying Toastmasters wear many hats. And one more point which has been told us, it's been earlier practice which Thomas has said not being done in the group which is put in. Ideally, that is not the VP's job. The TMOD will be taking care of that particular meeting, the role and everything. The GE will be taking care of that particular role. So they will be only handling that particular thing. What all the VP will do?
Your time it was being done. You were also doing it.
No, that's what. See, the moment, certain things we are looking at in a very different way. The moment VP identifies the role, meeting is done, the team only plays a VP. The VP is no more.
Then we got to change that.
No, that's
it is not so now.
No, that's how it is done. That's how it is done always. Then what is the idea of a group? The VP can send broadcast message. The VP can sit.
Reality.
So the TMOD, as a TMOD take in charge, as a VP, what happens if you remember earlier, We used to have is there a VPE subcommittee? To my understanding, what happens is, if a VPE subcommittee is there, earlier if you remember, Priyadashini used to call all the tag role players every week and then say, look, this is what your role is. So approach, Jagan, one point is you are just saying, the roles, okay, can we rephrase it this way? The roles are not being done, or the roles not being educated for that particular meeting member to do it properly. Is that right? Can we?
Not educated is bluntly telling not done. We
have to be very brutally honest here. No white washing.
No, we
are failing this thing. Failing this thing. So once again, I'll just come to you. So one particular point. So I'm just taking it as 3 and then saying, or a role-based education is necessary. Can I put it that way? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everything is specifically mentioned in Toastmasters International
Very true. That's what
details. Before the pathways, only after coming of the pathways there are some changes. But before pathways, everything was in written clearly.
No, sir. I mean, I'm going to differ there. See, the pathways, what happened? Only the curriculum and approach have been changed. Whereas Toastmaster wears many hats, best speaker series, all these black club series, everything is still there. It is being done as a project. Sir, I'm coming to you as this moments of truth is going to be not to be like, okay, this is our done. We are going to see, it's very simple. Like what say, finding is, look, enough awareness is not being done for the roles. What the club is, so for improvement, is there anything there? Infinity one place different. Okay, now the next point then.
All projects are from Pathways and Toastmasters Education Program 5.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Is there anybody saying any speeches are being given? So which means is for
The roles and ethics are very clearly mentioned.
Which one?
Toastmaster, all the roles.
Yeah, that's what the Toastmasters, it's a manual. Download
It is a
Toastmasters where many hands, it's a classic manual. Okay, we'll just come to the next point. Again, next point. Meeting begin and end on the something on that particular point? Okay. Meeting, again, next point.
Meeting begin and end on time 4.
Okay.
Creative table topics and activities 4.
Okay.
Positive and helpful evaluations 3.
Okay. 3. Okay. Why? Okay. Positive and helpful evaluations 3. Okay. What is the cost? What can be done? Who's responsible?
We have 2 causes. One, the evaluators are quite unaware of the purpose of evaluation. 2, that there is a lack of knowledge on the manual. The evaluators themselves don't read.
Right. Point. For cost is done. What can be done?
What can be done?
Rather, can you go this way? Who is responsible and what can be done will be a proper way to understand this.
Correct. From our team, there were a couple of suggestions that it is our responsibility as members.
As an evaluator, rather.
To give feedback.
As an evaluator, rather. Can I rephrase it as members or evaluator? Because it says positive and helpful evaluations. Once again, sir, this company. Positive and helpful evaluations, you are rating 3 as a group. Now, cause, you have said it is not. Cause, am I right? You are saying it is no
purpose of evaluation and then lack of
manual knowledge. Who is responsible?
Then this becomes whatever solution that we have is not member oriented. It's rather VP8 and the club oriented. For example, point number 1.
One second, sir. One second. Positive and helpful evaluations is the point. You are saying that standard does not being met.
No.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
We meet and then we sometimes fail.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is the cause?
Purpose of evaluation. We don't know the purpose of
Evaluation. Now, who is responsible?
I have an answer for this.
I'll come to you.
For this cause, yes, the individual evaluators are responsible.
The speaker is responsible.
No.
One second, I'll definitely hear you out, sir. My point, for an example, I feel positive evaluation, I'm not getting by. See, for the cause which you have mentioned, I'm not saying generally for the statement is there. You are saying you are not getting proper evaluation because Anuradha example is an evaluator, you don't know what is happening because you as a speaker, you are supposed to share your evaluation manual, project manual and all everything. For an example, let's say when Thomas had evaluated me, he asked me for the project manual, all the set of documents about the full project and everything. So that's how it is going. Your point. Whereas that is one particular. See, my point that is, as a speaker and both the evaluator have to make sense. For an example, today, Prasanna would have comfortably come and then said, okay, I don't know what feedback she got last week. This week they have evaluated. So this is it. What is that? You are saying that, or you are saying something different?
No,
who is responsible and what can be done? Okay, now hold on. Yes, sir. Who is responsible? What can be done?
General evaluator is responsible. That's why general evaluator role is given to a seasoned Toastmaster.
Lovely.
Don't misunderstand the word season.
Lovely.
It's not
Get
the
the
speaker's
point.
responsibility, it's not evaluator's.
We will again going back to the previous.
General evaluator.
We are again going. Why I specifically choose from here to the others? We are again going back to the previous point of club. That particular point which I said, right? Meeting roles or not. See now, time and again, both these points are going hand in hand. It's being very clearly. The cause is because we are not, each of the role player has not understand their roles. Very simple. See why I am just speaking from 6 to 4 is both are interconnected actually. See, in fact, I wanted to group 4 and 5 and then anyway, forget it. Chorus, cause, we'll just mark it as 3. Core, the cause is because either an individual or a speaker or an evaluator or the role player, they have not understood the roles very properly. Very small things. See, today the TMOD gets corrected. See, the GE corrected the TMOD. Okay, every time when you come here, do a handshake. Now that maybe would have been not corrected. I have the GE, in addition to the GE report, I have 5-6 points in today's meeting can be corrected. If I am not going to say that to anybody, that stands the same way as it is. So your point, I am just taking it as, it is again mapping it to the previous point of roles are not clear. And then as he said, as Sundaresan sir said, who is responsible? That particular general level. The same way, that is what sir, I am just going to the previous point. Any role, the meeting is not going as per standards, who is in charge, the team only. We'll discuss that. That's it. Again, somebody mentioning about a triangle, that is a beautiful point. The triangle will help. I have a PPT which I can just run it. There is a club, I have a star triangle, I'll just come to that. Okay, done. Is there anything else?
On this I have one, we're pretty good. But where I think we can do better is respecting the end time. It essentially is a question of people sacrificing that script and not completing that script when they are running late.
Okay.
Seriously. Then we will be on the
No,
top.
that is for positive and evaluation.
Illa, it's about timing.
Okay.
That little sacrifice.
Meetings begin and end on time.
End on
Yes,
time.
that little sacrifice.
No, end on time, it's a bigger topic, sir. We will just,
No,
as
but
of now,
this is
I'm
my-
on 4, I'm not getting into that.
No,
My
this
life
is-
is saved
no,
because it is 4.
This is
I think
observation.
Anuradha said 4, good, I understand, sir.
This is my observation, why we are failed.
Yeah, sir, actually, I'll tell you something. I mean, maybe the overall I can just speak. See, there is a lot of scope of improvement on the thing. Who can bring in university? I would even recommend this. Bring next TMOD and G. We have done this before, if you remember. We have done this before. Next 4 meetings, bring in people who have got experience as TMOD and G. They will run the meeting to the point and then they will just say, look, this is how the meeting is done. Only then we are going to come to track. We are doing our best and then there are a lot of like, small lags which is getting and then it gets noticed. Okay.
Just one sentence, Kalyan. Your idea, building on your idea, why don't we do that? Every month, one meeting will be a model meeting to be run by two people, who are designated. So they are
That will boost ego. See, what happened is,
How
three meetings with extra care, they will just say, so all of them will make a point and best practices.
So make a promise, you will make it on
That
time.
one best practice promise will set
What
a
is it?
standard.
No, I add that as also a point. Again, add that as a point. See, sir, the triangle, improve on the triangle. Then when put as improve on the triangle, I'll just speak. Want to say what we can do there is quickly and running on is we'll make this point. We'll just discuss again on the thing. Okay. Now, membership strength. Who has got membership strength? Okay. Club has 20 more members.
5.
Okay. Members are retained.
3.
Members are retained. Okay. What is the cost?
3. We gave a 3 because.
No, you gave 3, that's all. What is the cost?
noticed that a few members are not renewing. I've been here only 2 terms. So
Okay.
I'm like, is there something we should do?
Okay, now, okay, one second. No, not something to be done. What can be done? Who's responsible? That's a question.
I guess,
I'm very sorry, we're going to run 10 minutes late. Now we'll go, 2 more questions.
I guess maybe President, VP, VPM.
Okay, now see, okay, now I'll just making a note, membership strength, members are retained, this group by this, the score by the group is 3. You have made a note of what can be done. You are just saying the members are not retained, few people are not getting renewed.
Just notice that some people are not renewing. So
Okay.
our suggestion is maybe some of the senior ExCom officers can be in touch with people who don't come regularly, because when there are members who come once in 2 months. So sooner or later the interest is going to wane off, and those are the members likely to drop off. So is there some way, it is for us to brainstorm, is there some way we can
Okay,
keep in touch?
then, right, see the club retention has to be, so you make a note, the VPM, it is absolutely the role of the VPM actually. So club retention is not VP's job, it is VPM's job, we just make a note of that. Any particular points to that?
Yes, I have one point. You are saying, look at the symptoms and act. But I'm saying, find the reasons and act.
Why people are not coming?
Yes, that's what you must find.
So that is what I am thinking, the VPM should be, or whoever,
Yes,
disciplined should be in touch with the person to
Agreed.
know why they are not.
Yeah.
No, one second. No, we'll come to you. Okay, we'll come to you. Okay, one particular point you make a note. Make a note of that also is good. Thomas, point is, find the reason. Okay, yes, brother. You are speaking as a group member or you are speaking as a VP? No, that is not that. As a group member, as a member of this club, speak. As a VP and VP, don't speak. Act.
But sir, whatever she is saying is also part of moments of truth.
Okay, fine. Okay, shoot.
Whatever she told, I tried last year.
No, that is over. Not a solution. No, we are not speaking about the solution.
Sir,
We
I'm
are
saying
saying,
that
no,
this is
no.
not renewing is
No,
due to the
see, I can also say, see, here for an example.
Sir,
See, the overall, no, we are not finding, that's what I said. See, let's be very, very clear once again.
Sir,
See, this is not a rate card, this is not a rate card, or we are not finding, we are not saying what, we are understanding what is the cause, who is responsible, what is the solution. So don't take this personal at all.
Yes, sir,
This is
not personal, just telling the reason. You members, even though I approached, they don't, due to personal reason, they are not able to.
I understand, some people.
Nobody
do-
No, that's not what this is not this is. I said that's what I know this is going to go there. No, this is it. We are finding out what is the reason. We are not asking, we are not trying to understand or give a solution. What is the approach is what we are doing. Okay, next point. Promotion of the, because I can also say no, throughout the world the retention rate ratio is only 70%. There is no aim actually. We are trying to understand what we are. What if why don't we have 100% retention? Yeah. We are aiming that. Let's not take anything personal here, please. Promotion of the club and the community or within the organization.
4.
Okay. Club program, varied and exciting.
5.
Okay. Is it okay? Once again, I'm sorry. Promotion of the club and the community or within the organization. Is there anybody who's scoring lesser than 4?
Sir, we want to give 5.
Okay. Lesser than 4. Okay. Club program, VPPR. The club programs varied and exciting. They are given 5. Is there anybody who's scoring lesser than 5? Or lesser than 3? I'm sorry. 3? Yes, okay, fine. The next one. Toastmasters sponsoring new members are recognized.
1.
Okay. Why? What is the cost? See, okay, now it says, okay, first of all, Toastmasters sponsoring new members are recognized. They are scoring 1. Please be there. How many of, what that particular point means? How many of us know? Toastmasters sponsoring new members are recognized. What does that point mean? And how many of us know?
If you bring 5 members, normally there is a bill, provided the club budget allows you to purchase them.
See, again and again, time and again, I think most of us don't, including
Truth.
I say what happens is, let's be very clear. The KP is happening with respect to that particular role is what my understanding is. So what we are saying is that particular point number 1, score it as 1, you are giving any
Our group, nobody was aware of such a concept.
So people are not aware. Again, we are just going back to the one particular same point of, it's not, okay, fine. You have made a note and you are given who's responsible and all, fine. Regular membership building programs, score?
3.
Okay, now I'll just add to the previous point. Those Toastmasters sponsoring new members. I'll tell you what is that. For an example, how you can sponsor a club in the same way. You as an individual Toastmaster, you can sponsor a member. For an example, Jayashree wants to pay me for the next she can pay me and she will be writing this. Okay. She will be writing this. It's simple. Usually you do it for a new member. Okay. The idea is to bring in more people. You all got a mail from Rajesh here. You all pledged. How many of you did that? Okay, see, you got the guys, don't check your email given that you're coming and saying Toastmasters is not educating us. No one. Am I right? Prasanna side.
What was the topic?
Rajesh here, second.
Rajesh,
okay, who's Rajesh here?
No, no.
Okay, hold on. One second, no. Who's Rajesh here now? That's Amudha. Member, who's a member? She's an international president. International president.
Yes.
Okay, see. She sent a mail, please go and check your inbox. First of all, Toastmaster, from the district there will be at least 1 or 2 mails a month. And then from Toastmaster International, you will be getting definitely 1 mail at least in a week, or at least 2 mails in a month. So just go and check. Maybe you can mark, see this will go to spam maybe. Just mark as safe. Even Medley mails goes to spam, right? So you can marking as safe. Because it's bulk mail. So let's come back here. Idea is this. How you can sponsor a club in the same way you can sponsor individual members. There are people who sponsor individual members. As Sundaresh rightly said, the moment you sponsor 5 members and you get a pin. Why these are all not practiced in Medley is we are flooded with members, we are getting more members, we don't want members, so we are not promoting all these stuff. The club we have clubs which has got depth of members, they promote all these and they bring in members. For example, Toastmasters International, this time the Toastmasters International President asked you to take a pledge to bring 1 new member to the club.
You guest.
Yeah, new member, that's all. New guest to the club. Okay, fine. So idea is, again my point, okay, 2, 3, 4 is done. Can we go to the next one? Who has got 3? Fellowship, variety and communication. The group which will have read. Okay, thanks so much. Okay. Let's go. You give the number in less than 3 around will mark. Guests greeted warmly and welcome.
5.
5. Okay. Enjoyable education meeting plan.
4.
4. Regular scheduled social events.
5.
5. Member participate in area and district international events.
4.
Inner club events encouraged.
5.
Club newsletter website published and updated regularly.
5.
Is there anybody who's scoring lesser than that? I don't see
What
a
social
website is
event?
just updated.
What social event?
That's what. I will come to only one. Okay, see, guests greeted warmly and made welcome. Is there any score? Okay, now then let's come to score number 1. Let's understand that. Okay, okay. Now enjoyable and educational meetings. Plan. Okay. 4. Anybody scoring? Okay, now regularly scheduled social events.
Low.
They scored 5.
So we clarified what is a social event, and you said that it is such outdoor meetings. Even 2 per term is regular. So
minimum say. Okay, let me define social events with my knowledge. Regularly scheduled social events is probably an outdoor meeting or a joint meeting or for a potluck meeting or something which brings in more people. You are scoring 5. And then is there anybody who's scoring less than 5?
Yes.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the cause?
Cause is not happening.
Not happening. Okay.
No, it's not a quiz, friends. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's not happening. Let's not spade a spade. See, again and again, let's be very clear, let's be brutally honest.
That's all.
See, because what want of a space, we go to a social meeting. That is not a social meeting. Even meeting is not a social
even
meeting.
that we count.
Mama, see, let's be very clear. Social meeting is what normally we used to do is we used to go for 1 day. You remember, I just shared photographs.
Yeah.
We used to go to ECR 1 full day, have the meeting there, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
This is how it used to be. So scoring is 3 not happening. Who's responsible? Planning everything will come to the
Yeah,
district.
my only point you clarified. We all encouraged all the members to attend the district conference, and some of us attended.
No, that's what that's
So
4 we are putting.
facilities
See,
are-
member participate in area and district and international events. 4.
It is done.
It's done.
Since
So
it
that is
is-
no, that is the next point.
Previous
Here we are
conference,
here we are discussing regularly scheduled social events.
No, the social, define that social events.
Social events
Our
is
Toastmasters gathering is a social event.
no, that is a separate point for that. See, this is one second. They are very clear. The mode is very clear. This is moments of truth of the club. What the club is doing for a social event. It is not said regularly conducted scheduled social events by the district. No, that is the next point. Whether the club is conducting any social event is the first thing. the outdoor event won't have space and reduce the budget is not subsidiary.
As a,
You are scoring 5 and then there is a 3.
can I just say a point?
Of course.
As a member, I would not know whether the social event is being conducted because of budget or other reasons. So for me, it just looks like a social event.
That doesn't matter. Reason doesn't matter. If I get the meeting, I pick it.
Agreed.
What about going to Chai Kings after beach feeding?